Hello everyone. So today we'll be trying to create our very first uh, Java code, how to write the code, how to run the code. It's pretty simple. All that you need to do is just install Eclipse and open Eclipse. So once you open Eclipse for the very first time, you'll be seeing this. You can directly create from here, but for few of the people, if you're not seeing this, nothing much to worry. Just click on File, click on New, and if you could see under this new there are many options like Java project, Maven project, many things like that. So select Maven project. I repeat, select Maven project and click on next. So here from the catalog, so make sure that you are selecting Maven Central, because so this is nothing. What we are trying to do here is whenever you are creating a project, right, you'll be placing different folders, you'll be creating different folder structure for that. So we are already using an existing template, that's it. Okay, so just search for org.apache.maven.archetypes. Okay, so once you do that, so you'll be seeing group id with all this org.apache.maven.archetypes. Under that, come to the artifact id. So in the artifact id you should be seeing something called maven.archetype.quickstart. So you should be seeing something called maven.archetype.kickstart. That's what I was telling. So whatever version it is, if you're using the latest version of the Eclipse, you'll be seeing it as 1.5, and for few people it will be 1.1. Nothing much to worry on that part. Just select that and click on next. So here, just give any group ID. So it can be anything. So I'm just here. I'm just giving it as a Bluestone, and the artifact id, just this is nothing but your folder name, what it gets created. Yeah, here I'm giving it as automation learning. So there should be no spaces. Just remember one thing, automation learning. So make sure you are able to see this. Just click on finish. For few people, for older versions, this will not be displayed, so nothing much to worry. If you are able to see this, well and good. Just click on finish. So if you could see here on your left hand side, you have given the name as automation underscore learning, right? You'd be able to see that folder. Okay, even before that it will download all the templates. So just on the console you'll see something called console here. Just select that console and click it as Y. So you're just uh, selecting entering Y and click on enter. So once that is done, you will be now able to see a folder has been created with the name called automation learning. So you can there just directly click and create a new folder. Okay, that also you can do. You can directly create a folder from here. That's what. But what we have done is we are using an existing template. Okay, why we are using this existing template? Because someone has already created some folder structure for us. We have something called Maven dependencies. What is this? Let us try to understand that later. Okay, so here we are. So what we have done is we have created our folder structure. So someone has already created the template for us. Okay, so if you could see here, there is something called src main java, src test java. Just expand this. So this is what we call it as package. So the icon here is a icon for a package. So let us create a new package. So you cannot directly write your code somewhere wherever you want to. So all the Java code is written inside a Java class. So again, in turn, this Java class is present inside the package. So first, let us do one thing. Let us create a package. So what I'm doing is, do not click anywhere. You should create a package under this folder. Just right click on that, click on new and select package. So let me give the package name as Java underscore learning. I'm giving this package name, so I'm trying to learn the concepts of Java. So if you could see, don't get afraid again. So this is different color, this is different color. All that it says is by default it will create one package and one class under that. So forget about it. So if there is no class available in under this package, then it will be in this color. Okay, the icon will be in this color. Let us create one class so that we'll see whether this color will change or not. So now how to create a class. So let me open notepad once. Okay, let me get the notepad here. So as I was telling, right, a package inside the package you'll be writing your code. So now I have created a package. Yes. So under the package you can have multiple classes. Okay, like class 1, class 2, class 3. Okay, and where you'll be writing your actual code, you'll be writing your code inside the class. Okay, so we have created a package. Now let us try to create one simple class and write our very first Java code. I have created a package. Let me move on. Let me select new. Under the package I am creating, so select it as class. Okay, let me give it as my first Java code or whatever it is. So I have just selected new class and giving the name as my first Java code. Please make sure that you are clicking this checkbox, public static void main. I'll talk about that, and you'll also understand why we are doing it. Okay, so let me move on to finish. If you could see, we have successfully created a package, and this icon got turned into a brown color. Previously it was white, so I have written my first code. So again, let us try to understand. So how a class looks like. So this is the package name. The very first line should be your package in which this class is present. So my package name is Java underscore learning. Yes, it has come up there. So now what is my class name? My class name is my first Java code. My first Java code. So that signature, let me just delete this. Okay, so this is how a class will look like. Public class, let me turn off this. Okay, so public class, so forget about these keywords, we'll discuss about them slowly once we move ahead. So for now, if you want to create a class, it's just that public class, give the class name. Again, in turn, these classes will have methods inside it. So I have just written a simple method. So the method is public static void main. For sure, you need to have one main method in your class. I repeat, make sure that you are having one main method in your class. So because Java will go and execute only the code that is present inside your main block. Let me create another method as well. So I'm just creating public static void, and this time I am giving the name of the method as addition. Okay, and the signature to create a method is just open parenthesis, then just give flower brackets. So this is another method. So this is one method, this is another method. So now there are two methods inside my class. Make sure that you guys are writing your method inside the class itself. I see that few people, when we are beginning, right, we tend to write here. That will throw an error because this is a method should be present always inside a class. So if you are writing inside a class, it will not throw an error. Okay, cool. So again, a class can have multiple methods. Let me create another method again. So public static void subtraction. So just give this signature, then give. So this is another method. So what I'm trying to tell here is a class contains can have multiple methods. So each method is used to perform a unique action. Assume that this is used to perform addition. This block or method, that is what I was referring to, can perform subtraction. But the execution will always start from your main method. So let me do one thing. So let me try to print. So the main purpose of this uh, class is to achieve whether we are able to write my first Java program. What you need to do is, let me just print my name, system dot, the syntax to print is out dot println. So I'm just printing. If you want to print something, make sure that you are giving it inside your double quotations. I'm just printing my name, that is like Bluestone. I'm printing a string Bluestone. So these methods are not needed. Let me delete this. So let us talk about this later point of time. At least first let us try to create a class, create a method, and create this thing. Okay, even though these methods are there, that will also not be a problem. I am just trying to tell you that method should always be inside a class. Okay, that's the only thing. So now let me run this piece of code. If you could see here, what I'm trying to print here is I am printing Bluestone. That's it. So I'm able to print this. So let me just remove this. So this is how you can create your very first Java programming code. It's not that tough. All you need is some patience. Just make sure that whenever you are trying to learn any new stuff, you will face many challenges. Like you may see errors, or you may land up writing some piece of code outside of the class, or somewhere here or something like that. Make sure that it is always inside the class. So this should be always inside the class. That's what I'm telling. Okay, so that is about this writing the codes. How to run it? Just right click on that anywhere in this thing. You will be seeing one option called run as Java application. So you should be able to see Bluestone. Let me try to print another thing. So system dot out dot println. So now I'm printing today's, let me print something like Monday. Okay, so let me run this. So now I am printing uh, Bluestone and Monday. If you want to print this in new line, just give it as ln, new line. Ln is on the new line. Here also let me give it as ln. So both the things will be in new line. Okay, cool. So you have successfully created a package, you have successfully created a class, you have successfully created a method inside the class. And I was telling, right, even for any class, there should be one method with the name called main. Okay, and that is the place where your execution will start off.